How is everybody doing today? My name is Master Zero, and in today's video, we are reacting to Talking to Strangers by TheOdd1sOut. Alright, so, I absolutely love Odd1sOut. Like, the animation style, the narrative, and everything is just amazing. And the last time I reacted to him, I've noticed that I have a lot of similarities to, not just him, but his life. Because, he went to, I forgot what it was called, not karate, but the other one. And then I took taekwondo, and then he went to band, and he was able to be percussion, but I wasn't able to be percussion and stuff. It's crazy how our lives, mirrored each other. It's pretty cool. So without any further ado, here is Talking to Strangers by TheOdd1sOut.
Let's pretend you get on a bus and it's super crowded. The only spot that's open is between two strangers. So you sit down between two people you never met and everyone is fine. Everyone's keeping to themselves, no one's making eye contact, it's perfect. Sure, your shoulders are touching, but that's just what happens. That's part of the bus going experience, you poor person. But then at the very next stop, aisle seat guy gets off. So now you and window seat guy are sitting right next to each other. But since you're in the middle, you have to be the one to decide, do you move or not? I honestly don't know what the right thing to do in that situation is.
Me neither, bro.
Because if you move, it would be silently telling the other person, hey, you're disgusting. I can't stand having our shoulders touch any longer, and I'm glad to finally get away from you. Ugh.
Oh my god.
But on the other hand, if I was the window seat guy, I would want the middle seat guy to become the new aisle seat guy.
Very
I wouldn't
true.
see moving as rude. I would just want his gross, disgusting body as far away from me as possible.
Oh my god.
That's not rude. But on the other hand,
That's
maybe
not
I'm
rude.
overthinking everything, and most people don't even mind being this close to another human, and they aren't struggling socially. I don't know. Now imagine that same situation.
I'm struggling socially.
But with urinals. If you're in the middle urinal, do you move halfway through to the other urinal? Because I would. Are you supposed to talk to people when you're sitting 2 inches away from them?
I don't even go in the
urinal. I
urinal.
always felt like I should say something, like, hey, did you see the game last night? I didn't. I was too busy drawing cartoons. But I realized that this is a two-way street. I'm worried about not talking to someone, but they're not talking to me either. We both agree that there's this unwritten contract between us that we're not even going to look at each other. It got me thinking about strangers and specifically how I treat them.
That's
how I can make money off of them. Hey!
Yeah!
I'm just kidding. That was a joke. For most of my life, I would go out of my way to avoid talking to people. I would stay in my lane, mind my own business, no eye contact. If everyone's
Is this guy seriously me from a different dimension?
Yes, I'm lonely. But now that YouTube's the thing, I'm interacting with strangers more often than I've had to in my entire life.
Very true.
I've been thinking a lot about strangers. And first of all, I think the word stranger is already an insulting label for someone just because you don't know their name. Oh, I don't know this person? They're a stranger. They're strange. I'm the normal one. They're the freaks. They probably murder people with an axe. That's always the go-to profession of a stranger, an axe murderer. But the people you see throughout your day are all humans with their own hopes and dreams.
Very true.
Some of them may hope to kill you, but you'll never know because you didn't ever take the time to get to know them. So I think that the people you see throughout your daily life aren't strangers. They're potential friends. Except for the weird ones, obviously. Stay away from them. And yes, I'm telling you to judge people based on their appearance. They're the ones that chose to wear anime shirts in public, okay? So back to the bus scenario. I'm sitting right next to this fellow human being. So far, there's not a single reason why I should dislike this person, but I don't know why, if you put him and me on a bus next to each other, I want him as far away from me as possible. Just stop touching my shoulder! So that was the last time I took the bus. Unfortunately, that's not the only place you meet strangers. One time I was at Home Depot and I was looking for jumper cables and I couldn't find them anywhere. And I don't know if I'm the only human that's like this, but I will try everything in my power to not talk to a sales associate.
I'm right up with you, bro.
They get paid minimum wage and their life sucks, and I just want to leave them alone and not make their job any harder than it has to be. But asking employees for help isn't even bothering them that much. In fact, I think it's part of their job. Like, what's the worst thing they're gonna say? Ugh, you don't know where one specific item is? Everyone else knows. Did you even look? They're in the jumper cable aisle, idiot. No one's gonna think that. So feeling desperate, I mustered up what little courage I had and swaggered up to someone wearing an orange vest and said, excuse me, do you know where the jumper cables are? I don't work here. Oh, you don't work here? And then he walked away. And then he waddled away.
Waddle.
And then the very next day, bam, bam, bam.
Yes!
So I think the logical thing to do in that situation would have been to find someone who does work there but I left the store because I didn't want to run into that same guy again. But I also bought a hammer
Dude,
because I
this
didn't
guy
want people
is
to
so
think that I
me.
stole something. So... Oh, yeah. And by the way,
Wow.
if you wear an orange vest to Home Depot, just expect people to ask you for help.
Kinda like a
Same
red
goes
shirt
for
at
people
Target.
who wear red shirts at Target.
Oh my
You'd
God.
think I'd learn from my mistakes, but no, I have a bunch more examples. When my book came out, my publisher said that it was going to be carried at Barnes & Noble. And I thought that was
Nice.
super duper cool and wanted to see my book in the wild. Not to buy or anything, just to have a look at. So I took my friend Adam from Something Else YT, and we went to the local Barnes & Noble and started our
My
search.
hair is not
we looked in the
cooperating
humor
today.
section, didn't find it. Then we checked the new release section. It wasn't there either. Then we
Aw.
looked at the best-selling section, then the religious section.
Why
But
the
we couldn't find
religious?
the book anywhere. So either the publisher lied or they had already sold out. But just to be sure, I asked one of the workers, hey, do you guys have a book by TheOdd1sOut? He kind of looks like this. And the worker typed something out on his computer and said, oh yeah, we got those in the back. We just haven't put them out yet. So then he went to the back room, brought out a copy and handed it to me saying, here you go, kid. And I thought, well, frick. I can't just hand it back to the guy and say, oh no, that's okay. I didn't want to buy it. I just wanted to have a look at it. Do you
So
know
that's
how
me on the
inconvenient
cover.
that would be? So the only less awkward option I could think of
Was buy it.
to buy my own book. And you know what? I'd get a couple cents back from this purchase, so it wouldn't have been a total loss.
Nice.
But Adam, being the more sensible one, said,
Dude, this is ridiculous. You have to come clean.
so then he went to the worker and said,
So he actually wrote this book. He just wanted to get a look at it, like, in the wild.
and the worker said, oh, that's so cool. Do you want to sign our copies? And then I thought,
Nice.
well, hold on.
Aw.
You're not even going to ask me for my ID? How do you know I actually wrote this book and I'm not some guy trying to deface someone else's? And then the guy gave me a whole stack of my books and I signed them all. Last story before I go.
I think that's
I was
really
in
cool.
the hallway of a building, and me and this
Oh.
potential friend crossed paths. He said,
Senpai?
hello, and I was going to respond with, hello, and how's it going? But I combined the two and ended up saying, how? And then I jumped out a window and fell to my death. I can't rationalize that behavior. Maybe I spend too much time on the computer and I'm not used to looking at
What?
real people's faces.
Nonsense.
But I'm trying to change. Don't get me wrong, going to conventions and meeting fans has helped me a lot with talking to people. Granted, those conversations are usually one-sided and a real stranger won't already know who I am, but they've still helped me. Now, you might be expecting me to give you advice on overcoming social anxiety, but if you watch this video, you know I'm not the most qualified to give that advice, but I'll try my best. I know it's hard to feel confident, and I'm still working on it, but you have to understand that we're all people, and we all have things that we're struggling with.
Yes.
And in reality, we're not all
Aw.
watching or caring about every little thing that other people do.
That is true.
We're all too busy worrying about what other people think of us.
Very
so with
true.
enough practice and believing in yourself, you can show the world your true colors, and I think you'll find that people are a lot nicer than you think. So if
Yeah.
you're the middle seat guy on the bus and you have to decide whether or not to move, do whatever you want. No one cares.
Exactly.
Just stop touching my shoulders. Hey, everyone. I know it's been a while. Thank you for being patient with this video. May has
Oh,
been
man.
a really busy month because some of you might know that May is my birthday month, and I don't work on my birthday month, so
May's-
if there's a lesson you should take away from this video,
If his
is
birthday's
don't
May
worry
10th, I'm
about being
literally
awkward,
about to say
because
that
everyone
this guy is me.
Weird. And if anyone makes you feel bad for being awkward, then not only
Legitimately
is that
kinda
person
creeped out
more
right now.
weird than you, but they're also an a-hole. I have some events coming up very soon. I have VidCon and chess boxing, and then I'm also going on tour.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. But man, I really enjoyed this one. This is probably my favorite one that he's done, like, hands down. This was, the animation was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of different from the other ones, how it was like more, jumpy, I guess you would say. Like, it kind of changed its style more than the other ones I've seen. But, that is beyond crazy how, like, this Odd One's Out, he's me. Like, he's a different version of me. I have a May birthday, I'm socially awkward. Everything he said in this video was totally me. And then, not to mention the last video, the hobbies one, where it took it a step further and it was just me. But this is crazy. I might have to contact this guy saying, bro, like, are you me? Is your real name Tyler? Huh? If it is, I swear to God. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. This was an amazing one. I loved everything about it. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like down below because it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos like this one. So with that said, I have been Master Zero. Y'all guys have been fantastic, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Later days!